What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the Auto Endeavors channel. Today we're going to be discussing the shortages affecting the Ford Maverick production. So basically, Ford is really trying to build these Mavericks as quickly as possible to get into the hands of the consumers as quickly as possible as well. But they're running into shortages, and they are no exception to the chip shortage, but they're running into material shortages that are causing delays on the Ford Maverick. Now, there's an interesting point I want to make on this, and that is I recently made a video talking about the hybrid possibly being delayed by Ford, the hybrid model of the Ford Maverick. Now, realistically, it's not going to be delayed in the sense that it's just being delayed as a whole. However, I can only assume that dealers will get a delay on their inventory that they purchase to have on their lots for consumers to just walk in and buy. Now, if you order a Maverick hybrid model, chances are you will get what you order. However, as far as Ford making a surplus for dealers to stock their lots with, the hybrid might be on the chopping block more so than the EcoBoost. As most people know, Ford has received more pre-orders for the EcoBoost than the hybrid model of the Ford Maverick, and so because of that, they are showing that they are somewhat limiting the hybrid manufacturing as far as dealer inventory, and they are prioritizing the EcoBoost model over the hybrid model. Now, if we take a look at the autotraders.com, we can see what exactly is being offered from the dealers. So taking a look at autotrader.com, we can see that most of the listings for the Ford Maverick do not even have so much as a photo. The reason for that, most dealers post this vehicle for sale because they want you to call them up and order this vehicle, especially through their dealership. Now, we can see and we can find that some dealers do have the vehicle in stock already and ready to sell to you. This model in particular is the all-wheel drive model, and I have a feeling that that's what we're going to see mostly as far as dealer lots, at least in the beginning, is the all-wheel drive model in the Ford EcoBoost engine spec. We might have to wait a little while before we actually see hybrids popping up on dealer lots. Now, that's not to say you can't order a hybrid model and Ford is not going to deliver it, but from what I have seen personally and from some of the comments I've gotten on previous videos, the hybrid model is being delayed, and Ford is, even people who ordered the vehicle are being told that it's going to take a little while longer to make. So Ford is being hit with material shortages across the board, and we're going to take a look at an article discussing that very topic. So this article comes to us from FordAuthority.com. I will be linking this article in the description down below for your viewing pleasure, but basically it's titled "The 2022 Ford Maverick Production Potentially Impacted by Material Shortage." And so basically what some of this article has to say is production of the 2021 Ford Maverick or Ford Bronco Sport and 2022 Ford Maverick could be impacted next week when the Ford Hermosillo assembly plant in Sonora, Mexico shuts down for 2 days, according to a report from Reuters. The facility is slated to temporarily suspend operations from October 11th to October 12th, 2021 due to an unspecified shortage of materials. So it looks like Ford is coming up short on their materials needed to build these vehicles for consumers to pick up. So that could cause a delay. And even though it's only being closed down for a day or two, that could cause a major impact on offering the Ford Maverick as well as apparently the Ford Bronco Sport. Down here it discusses that the unspecified material most likely refers to microchips, which have remained in extremely short supply since early last year, while forcing Ford to close additional plants this month. As Ford Authority previously reported, operations at the Ford Flat Rock assembly plant are currently on hold through the end of this week, a move that impacts 2021 Ford Mustang production. Additionally, the 2021 Ford Transit production is also paused this week at the Ford Kansas City assembly plant. In Europe, the Ford Fiesta production has been even more severely impacted and affected by the chip shortage, as the Ford Cologne assembly plant in Germany is currently in the middle of a month-long shutdown that may extend into November if that situation does not improve. So basically, across the board, all of the different plants and manufacturing facilities that Ford has at their disposal are being hit with delays simply because they just cannot get the parts they need in to build these vehicles. Regular production of the Ford 2022 Ford Maverick only came online several weeks ago, and the initial batch landed at Ford dealers in late September, the timing of which allowed the Blue Oval to record 506 sales of the compact pickup truck for the month. With more than 100,000 reservations to fulfill, Ford needs a steady supply of materials if it wants to satisfy prospective buyers and dealers alike. As for the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport, it has faced few production specs since launching in late 2020, and in fact outsold its larger sibling, the 2021 Ford Escape, for the first time ever in September. All three of the aforementioned vehicles utilize the Ford C2 platform, which is a unibody front-wheel drive architecture that debuted on the 2018 Ford Focus. So those unibody designs are really being hit hard because their plants specifically are not able to get the parts needed. So that's another interesting point to make, is it's just not simply the Ford Maverick that's being hit, but it's also the Ford Bronco Sport, as well as some of the other unibody designs that Ford has on the market today. But as you all know, the Ford Maverick is slated to be released, and apparently has already been released somewhat to dealers recently, and the Ford Bronco Sport, as well as some of the other unibody designs, have already been on the market for a little while. So Ford is really trying to get this vehicle out, but they've been hit with a lot of delays, a lot of problems, and a lot of troubles trying to secure materials and parts needed for that vehicle specifically. So it's interesting stuff. We will just have to wait and see what Ford does to implement and solve its problems of the material shortages. But that's all I have for you today on the Auto Endeavors channel. I appreciate everyone for stopping by and checking out the video today. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with future updates on the Auto Endeavors channel. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have been hit with the shortages revolving around the Ford Maverick. And with all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.